don't tell him, but the flight from Houston back to Atlanta does not look great. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to day 1 of 6. I'll just explain all of the ins, outs, and betweens tomorrow. Not tomorrow, later on. We're going back to good old El Paso. I know y'all tired of seeing there, but that's where we're going. So let's do it. 2 legs today. I'm in the galley position today. 2 legs, we're going Fort Lauderdale, Atlanta over to El Paso. So I'll talk to you guys, in a little bit. Just made it to my room here in El Paso. Y'all are probably like, girl, like, where have you been all day? But I'll get to that. I wasn't gonna do a room tour, and I guess I'm still not gonna get too into it right now, but there's a microwave in here, y'all. Y'all have no idea how major that is. And then also, I never knew that, well, I mean, I guess I always see when people check in, they get like this glass of champagne. I'm like, oh, that's fancy. But we could get it too. We just got to come upstairs, change out of our uniform, and then we could actually get it too. So I'm going to do just that. I'll be right back. Cheers. I'm back with my champagne as promised. I don't even like champagne, y'all, but that's cool. Now, I'm on call. I am what we call on A days, which are nicknamed as adventure days, where I completely misunderstood or misinterpreted the way that the list went. So whereas I thought I was completely in the clear for today, I was not. Okay, baby, my phone was ringing at 12:09 a.m. I was like, what do you mean? Called me for a 7:10 a.m. report this morning at Fort Lauderdale Airport. I was like not a happy girl about it because I was not prepared. I needed to wash, I needed to cook, I needed to like get my life. So I didn't go to sleep till about 2:30. I had very little sleep, but if you don't, what do they say? If you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail. That's definitely what was going on with me. But I'm all better. I'm not necessarily super excited to be in El Paso. I've been here like once every 2 weeks since I've been working. 2 weeks is dramatic, but definitely once every 3 weeks since I've been working here, and kind of over it. This is day 1 of 6 that I'm on call. So that's what this vlog is gonna be. From day 1 to day 6 of me being on call. We'll see how crazy it gets. Today was pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. Tomorrow will be even easier. 2 legs, but I'm only working 1. That second leg will be a deadhead, which means I'm sitting as a passenger on that flight to be, repositioned for the company's operational needs. That's it. That's all a deadhead is. And I'm still being paid. It is 1:54. The crew is meeting downstairs at 3 to go grab something to eat. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Cheers. Hey guys, it's definitely been quite some time. I did go hang out with the crew, and it is the very first time that everyone has gone out. Both pilots, all 4 flight attendants. We had a really good time, and then I got we went and got some food. Then I came back here and met my A flight attendant on the roof for drinks, which is that really pretty like mountain view that you guys saw. Our van time is 4:47 a.m. so I'm gonna go ahead and take my butt to sleep, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning. We'll arrive in a Good morning. I'm in a really good mood this morning. I don't know how, because it's 4 something in the morning. It is 4:38 a.m. Van time is at 4:47, so I'm about to head downstairs in a minute. Hopefully grab some coffee. It's gonna be a short day today. All I'm scheduled for, oh, I forgot I'm on 8 days, so that could very much change. We got in at about 2 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock now. We have a 5:30 a.m. van. So I'm about to head over to the gym. Overall, it was a really easy day. That first leg from El Paso to Atlanta was super easy because, I mean, it was early. Nobody wanted anything. Everybody was pretty much sleeping. And then the second leg, I was deadheading, so I wasn't doing nothing but reading my book. So super easy. Good morning, y'all. It's 5:24. Van time is 5:30. I did not set an alarm last night. I guess I kind of just fell asleep. But I did set a wake-up call at the hotel, so they called me at 5 a.m. But that's never enough for me. I'm always reinforced by an actual alarm on my phone, which, as I mentioned, I didn't have this time. So I have I have 5 minutes to make it downstairs. I'll talk to y'all when I get to the airport. As soon as I woke up, I was like frantic and running around the room. My A flight attendant on this trip has been super cool. I had her number, so I called her. I'm like, yo, I'm running like when I say like a second
135, the ride should be good. If it's bumpy, let me know and I'll pass the word up.
So I called her. I'm like, hey, I'm leaving my room now. It was like 5:29 for the 5:30 van. I was like, just want to call to say I'm not going to be there at 5:30. When it's all said and done, I was in the van and we were on our way at 5:33. So it wasn't too crazy, but still being frazzled like that, knowing that everyone is waiting on you is not the best feeling. On our way over to the airport, I was like, where's my ID? It's just been one of those mornings. We make it over here to the airport. We go through KCM, which is known crew member. That's our fast pass. That's our easy way to get to work, so we don't go through a security check every single time, a security screening, I'm sorry, every single time, but we get randomly selected for that. Guess who got randomly selected this morning? Your girl. We are going Cleveland to Atlanta, Detroit, and then Detroit home. On a regular day, I'd be really excited about that. But we are still on 8 days sick. So we got 3 days out the way. I can still be used for 3 more. And also, fingers crossed they don't use me tomorrow. After this morning, I need a break. I need a breather. Good morning. Welcome to day 4 of 6 of being on call. And as you can tell, I'm being used. So yesterday was kind of a nutty day, so I'm gonna walk you guys through it before we even talk about what's going on today. Yesterday, all in all, I had a bunch of mask compliance issues. There was one guy who I asked, hey sir, would you mind pulling your mask up? He pulled it up a bit, then a bit, and I'm like, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to reason with him, and he pulls his mask and lets it go, and it smacks on his face over his eyes, nose, and mouth. He's like, is that up enough for you? I had another mask compliance issue with a guy, and you know, he did not speak a word to me. He said absolutely nothing. Every time I just asked him to pull his mask up, he would stare at me for 5 seconds and then pull it up, and I was like, okay friend, whatever. There were passengers yelling at each other because essentially 2 people from like the mid cabin ran like up once the seatbelt sign turned off to try to get off the plane because they had a connection. Most people were really like understanding about it. Well, there was this one guy who started screaming at the top of his lungs and yelling and cursing. Last flight of the day, we made it home. We had 1,000 babies. I always love that. I love kids. I love babies, but it was a rough flight, you know. A lot of babies comes with a lot of crying sometimes, and unfortunately that's how it worked out for that last leg. And so people were frustrated. I'm super understanding of that. Babies cry, right? I got off. My boyfriend picked me up with some flowers. I think I showed you guys that. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Duh. That should have been the first thing that I said. Happy Valentine's Day. So he grabbed me from the airport with some flowers. We went back to the warehouse and we caught the end of, we caught the end of the first half of the Super Bowl and then the halftime show, of course. That was really good. I enjoyed that. And we watched the rest of the game. And then, yeah. And then I went to bed. And I kept like waking up and checking my phone like a maniac because of course I was on call. But all the trips that were, you know, all the trips that needed coverage, I wasn't going to be legal to work because of the time that I got off of work and me having to have my legal rest. So at about 2 o'clock this morning, I checked and I had a trip for 10:45 this morning. I'm actually cutting it very close. I just looked at the time. It is 10:08. So I'm on my way to the shop for my boyfriend to bring me back to work. Luckily for me, this is only a 2-day trip and I'm hoping that it stays that way. I have 3 legs today. I'm going Fort Lauderdale up to Cincinnati, Cincinnati to Atlanta, and then Atlanta over to Houston. We got 20 hours in Houston. Fingers crossed that my boyfriend can make it into Houston. That way we can, you know, spend Valentine's Day together, which would be cool. But if not, it's not that big of a deal either. Yeah, I've been rambling for way too long now. Now I gotta do a little NASCAR driving to get over to the shop so that I can make it on time for my check-in. I'm trying to think of what else. Let's go to work, y'all. So we made it into Cincinnati. I didn't even realize, but we do have like a 2-hour sit. So I'm going to do that, and then we head over to Atlanta from there, where I'm hoping my boyfriend is going to be able to meet me in Atlanta and actually fly with me on a flight that I'm working over to Houston. Fingers crossed, because the standby list does not look great, like leaving home to get to Atlanta. But once he does, it looks perfect for Atlanta into Houston, and then tomorrow going back home both ways. So I'm really excited, and I'll keep you guys updated. It was a super easy flight on the way over here. No complaints. So we have made it on board for our last flight. We're in Atlanta. I don't think that I said that I'm working the mid position today, but I am. I'm on a 3:21 now. I'm not sure flight time over to Houston, but my boyfriend made it into Atlanta, so that's pretty cool. Had another 2-hour sit here, but that's over now. We're about to board shortly and head over to Houston. So the next time y'all see me, we'll be in the hotel room.
Yeah. No, they don't really want to take its tool off. Go it. I just press it sturdy and the building like this.
Good morning, guys. It's the next morning. We are here in Houston. We haven't done much this morning. Woke up, we were hanging out a bit, then we went downstairs and got some Starbucks and sat by like this little pond thingy, but we didn't expect to do that, so I didn't bring my camera. As of last night, when I tell you I was so tired from just working that 3-day, having to be right back at work tomorrow. Like, I know y'all saw me pour the wine. Literally didn't even finish it. I spilled some and then poured more and didn't, I don't know if you can see that, but didn't finish it. But it's all good. So we're trying to find something to get into now. Definitely know that we're going to get something to eat, but don't know what we're going to actually do. It's 9:36 a.m. The van time is 4:30 p.m. Don't tell him, but the flight from Houston back to Atlanta does not look great, and I feel kind of bad, and I'm wondering if I should actually send him to the airport to get on an earlier flight where I know he'll get on. There's like 4 seats open on the one that I'm working, and he's like number 4 on the standby list, but I mean, that flight is at 6 p.m. There's a lot of time between right now at 9:30 and 6 p.m. So we'll just watch it and pray for the best, I guess. But yeah, so whatever we decide to do, I will let y'all know, and then I'll probably bring you guys along with me. But first, I gotta talk to my people. First impressions are everything.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're being a, what Bria call you, a grumpalump. So we've decided, and we're going to the aquarium.
I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. I'm so cold, I'm so cold. I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. I'm so cold, I'm so cold.
Girl, I really wanna work this out, 'cause I'm tired of fighting. Tired of fighting. And I really understand me the way I want you. I said I really wanna work this out, but damn girl, I'm trying. It's no excuse, but I got this box where girl, I really wanna work this out, 'cause I'm tired of fighting. And I really understand me the way I want you. I said I really wanna work this out, but damn girl, I'm trying. It's no excuse, but I got this.
You're actually in it. So we actually just made it back in the room. We went over to the downtown aquarium, as you guys saw, but there was like 17 field trips going on at once, and it was so loud that it just really didn't make any sense. So I asked for a refund, and that's what we did. We were only there for like 10 or 15 minutes. Then we went over to the breakfast club and we had some food, as you guys saw. It was pretty good. I had the catfish, so did he. We just made it back here to the room. I'm about to repack my bag. Today I have a 4 p.m. van, and or 4:30, I'm sorry. It's 12:30 right now, and it is gonna be Houston to Atlanta and Atlanta on home. As for him, that flight is not looking that great, the first one that I'm working, so I may send him over to the other Houston airport and have him go from there, but we'll see in due time what we end up doing. But we just ate really good, so it's time for a nice nap, and I'll check in with you guys before I head over to the airport. So we are up from our nap. It is 3:42. I made it into Atlanta, but more importantly, he made it into Atlanta. So now we just got one more flight on home to Fort Lauderdale, and I can't wait. We got like an hour and 20 minutes here on the ground. Hey guys, welcome to day 6 of me being on call. So far so good. It's 12:20. I have a workout for 1 o'clock. So let's see how this goes. But at this point, if they were to call me, I do have a 3-hour call out. So I'm gonna go ahead and work out. I'm gonna call a bit earlier than I'm supposed to be like released and see if I can be released for the day. And then that'll be that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go work out and cross my fingers. I keep saying cross my fingers, but that's how it's gonna be when I'm on call. It's always gonna be crossing my fingers because I don't know. And I like to live life on the edge, but not that type of edge, okay? Just got done working out. It is 2:08 p.m. and I still have not received a call. Word on the street is that you can call around 5 p.m. to be released for the day, and if you know they have the staffing or if they can allow that, they'll release you. So I'm hoping that that's what happens. I don't see why not. There's nothing in open time that says that we need coverage, but you know things change all the time. So I did it again. Fingers crossed, I did it again. Okay guys, it is a moment of truth. It is 5:15 and I'm gonna call to see if I can be released.
Welcome back, Robin.
I got you released.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.
And just like that, your girl is released. My camera is about to die. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video, y'all. Bye.